what a wonderful world.
Guys, I am here with Kenny, and I'm so excited because, first of all, we haven't caught up in so long.
No, forever. Like
forever.
I've been so MIA from like everything.
Yeah, you kind of have.
Yeah, I'm
I love that journey for you, honestly, and I'm really jealous.
No, because I like literally dipped. Like I left New York City. I moved to Long Island with my boyfriend. Like,
which I didn't even know that you moved until today. But I feel like, and I was just saying to you, like, that's so my vibe right now, like being 27. Like I was so obsessed with the city for so long, and now I'm like, I don't know, like the suburbs like seems so lit. Like
okay,
not lit in a lit way, lit in a I get space and can hang out way.
Yeah, so like obviously I understand like why people leave New York City every weekend. Like, oh, I'm escaping the city.
Yeah.
Like, but I actually did escape this. I was like so overwhelmed in my apartment in the Lower East Side. Like it was such a bad building.
Yeah.
There was like a lot of stuff going on, and like similar to you, like I was getting like scary things happening at my apartment.
Yep.
So I was like, all right, time to move out. And my boyfriend bought a house, and I was like, free rent. Let me just kiki here for a minute.
So, is he a realtor? Like,
yeah, he's a realtor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's like a great perk to have.
Uh-huh.
So you've been in Long Island for how long now?
Like 6 months.
Okay.
6 months. I will not be staying there, everyone.
No,
like that is
not be
not
staying.
It's not my journey. It's for now, not forever.
When do you feel like your time is to like go back to the city?
I don't know, but like I just feel like whenever I come here, I'm like stressed. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's overwhelming. I don't know how I used to do it all the time. Like
I know.
It's a lot, like constant events, constant parties. Like it's hard to say no.
I know. But it's like I feel like in your like new era of like sobriety, and like we'll get into all of that stuff too, obviously. I feel like you've been good with like kind of either showing up and knowing when to like go, or like knowing when to like sit it out and not be FOMO about it.
Okay, so that is like the biggest lesson I've learned with being sober is like when to stay the fuck home.
Yeah.
Like, because if a lot of people say this too when I say that I'm sober, they're like, well, I could never do this sober. And I'm like, bitch, then don't go.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, if you don't want to do it sober, like, you probably shouldn't be there.
I know.
So like, that's kind of my whole thing now is how I pick and select. Like, if some event or party seems terrible, like, I'm sober as fuck. So like,
so it's gonna suck. You're not going.
It's a hard no. Like, yeah.
I want to talk about how you got started into everything and like your beginning, because you were like you started kind of with like TikTok, but then you were also doing like OnlyFans, right?
I was doing OnlyFans.
Okay, so take me through like what started first.
Okay, so I started on TikTok during the pandemic, like so many people. I think you did too, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I started seeing some money. I started seeing some checks. And it was like kind of when OnlyFans was like a big deal. Like everyone was jumping on it. Like it was like the Bella Thorne era.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like I want a bag. Like, because I wasn't really seeing money yet. Like I was getting views. I was getting followers. And like, I was like, how are people making money off this?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, let's sell my body. Let's get into that. So I did that for a little bit. Made a great ordeal of money. It was honestly a good way for me to sustain my life in New York City. So I was a junior in college and I dropped out actually because of OnlyFans, like because I was making so much money at the time.
How soon did you drop out?
A week later after I started.
Shut up. Yeah. Wow.
So like I popped off with that, and like I'm grateful for like the money, obviously.
Yeah.
But like no longer doing on OnlyFans, no longer on it. Just because I feel like my like journey with sobriety, especially too, has been like so like doing what's best for me, and I feel like that no longer served me.
Yeah. Did you feel like it was a toxic situation?
Oh, 100%. Like I also think like in general, like anything you're doing like that, like selling your body like that online, like it's definitely not good for your mental health.
Yeah, but it's interesting because you hear all of these OnlyFans stars or porn stars talking about it, and they're like, no, but like they say like the opposite.
Yeah.
And I've never, I mean, obviously I don't know, but I've never agreed with that. I've always been like, isn't it like you're at the end of the day, you're kind of like you're selling your body. Like how is that good for your mental health?
Exactly. And I think like for some people it totally works. Like some people are so body positive, and like at a time I like was like it was the best thing ever. You know what I mean? Like, and I wouldn't say like don't do it. It's definitely like personalized to each person. Like if you're comfortable doing that, like fucking do it. More power to you. Like at the end of the day, you're doing what you need.
Yeah.
And like I said, like it really did help me get a start in Manhattan with like money, getting an apartment. And like I don't come from like a wealthy family, so it was like that was my wealthy family, was that like bag right there.
Yeah. And I feel like you're so like you involve your family in everything, and like
yeah.
I feel like you were like were you like supporting them too? Like you were like I feel like you
I
were,
wasn't
like,
supporting them, no, but
not,
like I wish I
supporting-
was.
No, not like supporting, but like I feel like they were just involved in like so much
They-
like of that. Like I don't know.
Yeah, no, they were. Even like to this day, like I still make so much content with my mom. Like I just
Yeah.
brought my mom to Gov Ball. Like
Yeah,
it was
I
such a
saw that.
slay.
Wait, I can't believe I didn't see you.
Wait, you were there?
Yeah,
Wait, where were you?
I was there. I wasn't with a brand.
Oh, so who are you with?
We'll talk after.
Oh, wait, no. Your turn. Who are you with? Who are you with, huh?
No, I was just like with a guy that I've like known for a long time.
Oh,
that-
like a date?
yeah.
A date to Gov Ball? That's so iconic.
The way you're saying it, Gov Ball.
How do you say it? Gov
Ball.
Gov Ball. My boyfriend makes fun of me too for the way I say it.
No, I ran into my best friend's boyfriend yesterday on the street and he said the same thing. And I'm not even close with him and I had to repeat it back to him like that because I'm like, oh my God, I can't get over it. I just said it. Gov Ball.
Gov Ball.
Yeah, so whatever. I wasn't there with a brand. I was just there.
Oh, you were there with a brand, a guy. That's a good one.
It wasn't, but he like works in that industry, so that's why we were like.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was just.
So you were networking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was networking, but it was really cool because I got to like go backstage and stuff. It was like.
Oh,
very
wait,
sick.
I did see that on your story.
Yeah. I literally was standing next to Renee Rapp. I was like, oh fuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like we were like, I saw like we were in like the artist area. And I saw like G Flip standing right next to me.
Oh my God.
He's like, who the fuck is G Flip? I'm like, you're in the music industry. You should know this.
Wait, was it an artist?
G Flip?
No, the person you were with, the guy.
No.
Oh, I was like,
No.
whoa, wait,
No.
are you in your like celebrity girlfriend
No,
era?
I'll never be in my celebrity girlfriend era. No. He's just like in that industry.
Okay.
Yeah, like he just he manages artists.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't have a boyfriend. Everyone, I'm not. I
Sorry,
just
I started getting the tea on camera.
I literally just like went on a date with someone that, like whatever. Anyways, no, but I can't believe I didn't see you because I saw other people there. I saw Maddie. I saw Danielle.
Oh my God, really? I was with
Carolyn.
Maddie the entire time. Actually, Maddie did leave for like 20 minutes. So.
Okay, so she was with me then.
We were in the cabanas and I was
Yeah.
just like, it was so nice.
Yeah.
Like, I was there for SZA and SZA only, and I was just like
know.
waiting.
We left kind of early, like when SZA. We left because I felt bad. He was there for like the whole 3 days, and like that was the tail end of it.
Oh, so he's like, get me out of here.
And I felt like he wasn't going to tell me if he wanted to leave.
Yeah.
I had to like make the better like judgment. And I kept like looking back and being like,
Like, it's fine. Like, I swear I don't want to stay.
but I was like, fucking SZA. And then as we were walking out, I would start like singing to them. I'm like, fuck, this is the best song. Like, so I was really upset, but I'm really jealous that you saw like her.
Oh my God, it was so good. But getting out of there was a mess. So you made
I
the
know.
right choice.
I know. We did have to walk a little, but yeah, it was fun. But anyways, okay, so you would Gov Ball, and then what else did you do this past?
This past weekend, I also went to Montauk. Also, guys, yes, I do all of this sober. Like,
Yeah, so it's interesting. Like, how did we even get on this topic? I'm like, we just tangented.
we did tangent. Sorry,
so
we just like
hard.
really 180'd.
I just feel like I need to catch up with you.
This is just a kiki right now.
Yeah, we're just kikiing. Sorry, everyone. You're just watching. Wait, so you were in Montauk?
Yeah,
Were
I
you
did Montauk, and then I drove back for Gov Ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so for all these events, it's so fun. You get to like bring your family to things.
Oh my
like,
God, it's the best.
Yeah.
Like, you bring your mom to
I
things.
know, but like your parents are way more involved than mine. I feel like they're just around more. Like my mom also like gets like anxious. She's like,
Oh,
I can't.
okay.
Like my mom wouldn't come to Gov Ball. Like your mom's so cool for like doing.
Oh my God, no, my mom was like, okay, does that mean I get to get an outfit? I'm like, yeah, of course. Like,
Stop.
like she like used it as an excuse to
Yeah,
shop.
of
Like,
course.
it's fine.
No, that's so fun. I love that. And then what about your brother?
My younger brother.
Oh, yeah, 'cause you have two. Okay, you've younger and then older.
Yeah.
Right.
So my younger brother, he actually moved back in with my parents, and he's still making TikToks, doing his little thing, figuring his journey out. And then my older brother is actually having a child.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So he just moved to Florida with his girlfriend,
Oh my
lovely
God.
girlfriend, and they're having a baby. I don't know if I'm
Stop.
supposed to reveal the gender yet.
Okay,
but
so don't reveal the gender.
yeah.
But oh my God, congrats to him.
yeah,
That's crazy.
he's so excited.
You're gonna be an uncle.
I know, it's crazy.
Wow. That's
I'm like
so
nervous.
fun. No, that's so fun.
The baby's gonna be so well dressed.
Yeah. Oh, like top notch stuff. You're gonna be buying it like fucking like
Literally,
Gucci,
literally,
little Gucci shoes,
like dripping.
Yeah. That's so fun. So okay, so you did TikTok and then you were doing OnlyFans,
Mm-hmm.
and then what was like the breaking point for you? Like when did when did you decide like this isn't serving me anymore?
I think it was around when I started like my sobriety journey. So like about a year ago, and like I was making money off of like brand deals and endorsements. Like that was my full income like stream now for like 2 years. And it was kind of like a background thing. Like I wasn't active on the platform. Like it was kind of just existing. And I was like, why the fuck is this up still? And I was like, let me take all this down, deleted it. Cause like at the end of the day, like I wasn't using it. Like it was like,
right. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You weren't even active on it.
Yeah, I wasn't active on the platform. So I was like, okay, like let me just not do this.
So what, like, take me through with your sobriety journey. Like, what happened that caused you to like become sober? And can you remember anything in your like past that was toxic, or was it like just very recent that like?
So like, yeah, for sure. Like I was like, I think a lot of people can relate to this, is like we fall into this thing in college, especially, is like you're supposed to binge drink every weekend. Like even like Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
No, literally Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Like you black out.
Yeah.
Like that's like, what are the plans this weekend? Like we're gonna go to bars.
Yeah,
like that's it. But then I think when I did tell some friends and family, like they were kind of like taken back, and they were like, you don't have a problem. And I'm like, it's so interesting because I think people only think alcohol is a problem if something bad happens. And I'm like, I want to stop my drinking before something bad happens.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yes.
if I'm telling you I'm struggling with this, like you should believe me. You know what I mean? Like it's not
100. If you're having that thought.
Yeah.
Like I like have talked about this on here, but I used to have like issues with like Adderall and like stimulant stuff. And my like I would always say to my therapist, but like I'm not an addict, and like I felt like I never fit into, like I wanted to start going to like group therapy and like do other things like that, and I was not like addicted enough for the group therapy people.
Yes.
But my therapist was like, it's better to catch it before, you don't want to get to that place. You want to catch it before it gets to that place where you're then actually have an addiction.
Yeah, where you're like waking up in the morning, you need it to function.
Right.
Like
It's more like you have an abuse problem.
Yes.
Or like an unhealthy relationship.
Yeah,
which I think
correct.
A whole fuck ton of people.
Oh my God. I would say more people do than don't.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And that was also a thing, is like my family history. Like there's a past of like alcohol addiction, alcoholism, the words. Yeah. So I was like trying to stop it before it got to that point.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just like have seen so many people have like terrible lives because of this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is this so normalized? Like blacking out like this. And like even the conversation that we use around drinking, like I don't want to be a fucking like grandpa, but like when everyone's like, I'm gonna get so fucked up and throw up, I'm like now looking back, I'm like, that does not sound fun right now.
No, I mean, that's never sounded fun for me. Like even like, that's like, I don't understand that part.
Yeah.
Yes, like but I think part of it is just getting older too, and you're like, we can't handle this anymore.
Are we old?
Like,
are we old? Is that the problem?
Are you my same age? Or
I'm 25.
Yeah, you're younger. Yeah, I'm just old. I'm just the old one. But no, I don't know. I just think that like even like as you get older, you start to realize those things. But when you're fresh, like in college, like I see my sister's 6 years younger, so I see her and her friends and how they are with going out, and it's definitely like. That's just like the conversation around alcohol.
Also, like totally valid. Like get out of your system. Like I was there too. I was a degenerate. Like even my platform was like me just going out all the fucking time.
Yeah, I think it's
and,
a
like,
lot of us.
Like, yeah, it's fun. Like it's part of it. But like I think that there's a healthy balance.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's balance. And like I think even if people don't want to stop drinking, it's like you can still take away from someone that's like like your account, like balance and like how to live a more sober lifestyle, like a sober curious, or like I don't even know, I like kind of hate the labels.
I call it like the labels are hard, but I would say sober curious, like because even that though, like are you really curious about being sober? No, bitch. Like just don't fucking drink one night.
That's like literally that's why I there was this phase on the internet where people were talking a lot, like saying like sober curious a lot, or like I don't know, I forget what other terms they were using, but on TikTok it became like a trend. And I'm like, so basically what you're saying is you want to have balance.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
So basically you're saying you don't want to like black out and binge drink. And like, it's just interesting how people try to pose it. Like when you say sober curious, it sounds a little more intimidating to random people.
Yeah. It sounds like, I don't know, like it's really intense, but like
you're entering a lifestyle.
Yeah. Like just find balance is what I would say.
Yeah.
Like that even now, like I'm sure there's a day where I'm going to drink again, implement alcohol in my life in a healthy way. Like, I'm not saying I'm sober forever, but like sober right now, you know?
So what do you do when you're like out, and especially in that beginning part? Because I find like when I'm out with friends at dinners, it's so easy. Like peer pressure is such a real thing, and it's so easy to like not you get very like ungrounded when you're around other people and people are drinking and you're like, oh fuck it, like I'll just get a drink.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that, and like what kept you grounded?
So in the beginning it was hard, and I think me posting and like having friends really did help that knew that I was sober. Audrey, Audrey from the VIP list was such a good friend. We were going to Europe for the summer, and I think like Euro summer and drinking are hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like even summer in general, and having one sober friend who's gonna be like, he needs a mocktail. What do you have non-alcoholic? And that can be a voice for you and is like outspoken is really healthy, because like there's times like even now where I don't want to say I'm sober to someone. Like I don't want to have that conversation because I think people always like associate it as like a bad thing.
Yeah.
And like, so having someone else, like, so yeah, basically have someone there for you who like is gonna stick up and just be like, he's sober, he doesn't need that, you know.
That's really nice. Like it's like nice to hear that she like does that, and like because
The
it's
best.
so important. It makes me think of like my friends that are like gluten free or something, and they're at the table, and like you just want to make sure
like you want to
happy and
accommodate
okay.
everyone.
So I feel like that's like the most important thing.
Or like even like when my friends go up to a bar, like I think it's awkward because like there's times where I'm out and people are like, all right, let's get a round of shots, and they're like, I think maybe they don't know what to do, but just order your friend a Diet Coke. Like
literally,
you know what I mean? Like, can we get a round of shots and a Diet Coke? It's cheaper than the shot, and like your friend will feel included.
They won't even charge you for it most of the
Honestly,
time.
you're right.
I
Like,
always ask for a Diet Coke at the bar. They'll never charge you for it.
Literally, they're like, okay,
yeah, like it's a chaser, guys. It's
literally,
fine.
exactly.
What about with your boyfriend? Like, what was his perspective on it, and like, has it like affected your relationship at all? In terms of like how, like, is he more sober now? Like, what has that been like?
So it's actually the complete opposite. So I used to be the going out one, and as I've become sober, he's become a party animal, like going out all the time and like doing his thing. And it's like, we like are totally in different phases of our lives right now. And I'm like, do your thing, like have fun. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I think
of
he was
course.
really focused on work for a while, and
Yeah.
now he's in like his like party era. And I'm like, do it, like have
like,
fun,
as you
like
should.
get that out of your system. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want to like control anyone. So
Is
like,
he your same age?
yeah,
Okay.
both 25. So I think initially when I told him, he was like, I mean, like, I'm going to be supportive, obviously. He's like, but like, this is so out of left field, like, which like valid, like, so he said that. He was definitely like, just
out of left field.
yeah. He's like, I'm taken back. He's like,
oh my God.
but you know what? I'm not mad.
Yeah.
But I do feel for the people that I think are single and dealing with sobriety, because I do understand how hard it could be, or to be, to like go on dates with someone you don't know as a sober person. Like, I think that is difficult. And if you are, like, power to you. I think I had like a privilege of like having a boyfriend, a stable relationship where like we were fine, you know?
I do think it's so much easier when you're in a relationship but you know what's funny? I went on a date maybe like 6 months ago, and we had one drink at the first bar, and we got to the next bar. He like had ordered before I got there. Like, he ordered a drink for me and for him. We got to the next bar, and he's like, what do you want to drink? And I was like, oh, can I have like a tequila soda? I was like, what are you drinking? And he was like, oh, I actually haven't been drinking this whole time. And like, I didn't even know. I had no idea. I was like, it would have been, I would have done a different activity. I didn't need to go to a bar.
Yeah.
Like, I would have done like any
Was he
other-
sober?
No, he was sober for the time being.
Okay.
He was doing like a year or something.
Okay.
Like he was, or whatever it was, 6 months. I don't
Okay.
know. But it was so funny because like I had no idea.
That's also what I've realized is like a lot of people, like, I call it like fake drink.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a real thing.
a lot of people that I've realized, especially in the industry, like, will be like, oh yeah, like they'll hold a drink, but they necessarily aren't drinking it. And like, I don't know if that's like disordered or not. Like, you could order something else. Like,
Yeah.
I think people feel such pressure to like hold the cocktail. Like, it's like if you don't have one, like you're being judged.
For me, I like when I go to work events a lot, like during the week, I like will most of the time not drink unless it's like a Thursday and I'm grabbing dinner or something after. But for me, it's like not even for other people. It's like I will need something to sip on because I see other people sipping things, and I feel like I have to have something. It's like a social thing almost. It's like you want to like have a crutch with you, and even if it's like a Diet Coke, it like helps.
Oh,
me
100%.
feel like I have a crutch, even though there's no alcohol in there.
Also, like, there's so many good mocktails now. Like,
I know.
Kinsley's.
I used to drink like years ago, funny enough,
really?
just for funsies.
Okay, trendsetter.
No, like
you were in the mocktail movement before it was cool.
And now I have like all these mocktails down there too. Like I get sent them all the time from people.
Oh my god, it's a huge thing right now.
It's a huge thing. There's like there's a liquor store in the West Village called Boysen or something.
Oh, I actually do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's all non-alcoholic like spirits and stuff. I feel like it's like it's funny, but it's like huge that it's great that it's a trend now.
Yeah, and that's what I found too, is like it's not easy to be sober, but there are so many things that you could do as like alternatives.
Yeah.
And like also like once I became sober, I realized that like there's so many terms that people use, like California sober. Like, do you smoke weed? Do you like?
Oh, California
I think California sober is like
you smoke weed, but you don't drink, right?
Yeah, or like mushrooms.
Oh, okay, yeah. So many people do.
Yeah, I'm sober, but like there are so many different types of sober, is what I've learned.
True. And again, it's like with it's so funny with like all the labels. It's like, who fucking cares?
Literally.
But, like California sober. But yeah, there's a lot of people I feel like that like still like smoke weed or like everyone needs their vice.
Yeah, everyone has their thing.
So, okay, so what's your vice now? Like you've got to have something, because like at least for me, I'm like I'm always going to have like something unhealthy that I participate in.
Okay,
whether
like
it's
I'm
like
caffeine.
Okay.
Like
everyone's got something that's like you. In order
Wait, what's
to
your advice?
I like if I'm not like having my glass of wine, I feel like then I like if I'm not going out drinking, then I want to order in something like really good.
Yeah.
Like I want to like order and like I'll eat instead of drink. Like I need fucking like froyo. I need dessert.
No,
like,
I feel you. Like sweet treat.
Yeah, I need a sweet treat.
Yeah.
I feel like eating instead of drinking, or honestly.
That actually, when I stopped drinking, I actually did like gain a little bit of weight,
Really?
and it happens to a lot of people after they go to like rehab or things like that, because instead of drinking, you usually just start eating.
And it's like the serotonin that the alcohol gives you, you can get that same feeling kind of from food. And from like eating things you enjoy, which is like, again, like it's an unhealthy habit.
Yeah.
Because you're replacing one unhealthy
like you're
with
like just swapping.
Yeah. But at the same time, and I've talked to my therapist about this, like it's very hard to not have any like guilty pleasure.
Literally.
Like, so what is caffeine? Will you drink caffeine at night or like when you're going out? Like what's like?
So like I am constantly caffeinated. Like even like right now this has like 5 espresso shots.
Oh my
in
God.
It. Or like before I go out, like Celsius, Red Bull. But like also I feel like I definitely need that before I go out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because like staying awake, honest, like I'm home by 12. Like if I'm going out, like my friends already know I'm leaving.
Yeah.
When everyone's too drunk, slurring their words,
Yeah.
like I'm just excusing myself because like first of all, no one usually remembers anything after that.
Yeah, no one knows. They're like, oh, what happened?
Yeah.
Like we don't even know.
Literally, so they don't even realize if I leave, and I'm like, honestly, like, the conversations are really repetitive right now.
Oh my God.
I'm going the fuck home. Like,
wait, you need to explain to me like some funny things that have happened. Just like because like people just repeat themselves. Like what happens?
Okay. So I think at the beginning it was very hard for me to like go out sober because everyone's fucking wasted.
I'd be like, shut the fuck
like
up.
literally, I've never seen drunk people like as a sober person really. Drunk people
like in the like it's
like,
a wild
no like going to a club and everyone's fucked up and being sober is really hard until like I learned like to turn on being fun. Like I think like learning going out sober is so different. Like now I know I'm going out, like let my guard down, have fun, be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But in the beginning I was like, what the fuck? This is a fucking culture shock.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But it's been like nice now being able to go out and just like have fun and let loose with my friends and like I think now I'm at like a year and something. I don't even think about alcohol. Like I'm at a place where I'm not like, oh, I don't drink or I feel left out because of it. Like it's generally not a thought in my mind anymore. Like it's almost like a peanut allergy. Like, oh, I just can't eat that.
Yeah.
Can't have that.
Yeah, it is crazy. I guess it's like kind of like it's like muscle memory too.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
you don't think about the fact that you're like not getting your drink. You're just like, oh, this is, I want a mocktail.
Yeah. Like I don't even remember what it feels like to be drunk, which is so weird.
That's so crazy.
I know.
But what you said about like letting your guard down is really interesting because I've been around like friends that are sober and I noticed that like when they go out they act drunk, but it's kind of funny because it's like I don't think they're doing it on purpose. It's just you actually like are having more fun. You like don't care as much because everyone else is
also
in their, like party mode.
I call it secondhand drunk because I swear if I'm in a room full of fucked up drunk people, like I feel drunk. Like I'm sorry, but like I'm fucking laughing. Like it's funny. Like,
it's everything's funny.
Yeah.
And then when it's also like mixing in like if you're like caffeinated and then it's like really late at night, it's like midnight, you're like, oh my God, I'm delirious.
Literally delirious. Like it's fine.
Yeah. So what are like some of the biggest, I guess, like lessons you've learned in the last year from like being sober? Or even just like about like that lifestyle? I don't know. Like
I think like definitely I think this kind of like is like with me stopping OnlyFans and me like kind of moving my life in that direction is like like doing things that no longer serve me for like my benefit. Like I'm just like anything that isn't benefiting me, like I can't do it. Like and just kind of like everything in life. Like I just feel like I've been like working out more, eating differently. Like I've really just like 180 my life from where I was last year. And I'm not saying it was because of alcohol, but like I do think like some self-deprecating patterns, like drinking like that, really do spiral your life into like more things, and it becomes toxic. So I think like just like having a clear head is so like important to me, and like good sleep.
I don't think you realize like how hard it is to do what you've done, and like how little amount of people are able to like make a transformation like that in a year where you're like, I eat healthier. I don't drink anymore. Like my lifestyle has literally done 180. Like I like commend you so much.
Oh, thank you.
No, because like it sounds so overwhelming.
Yeah.
But like how did it not be overwhelming for you? Like
I think it was just like I didn't really realize what I was completely doing.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize the severity of like being sober, or like what it would look like. Like I didn't think into that. I just made a decision that was like good for me and kept going.
Yeah. I think that's like a good lesson for like any habits in life. It's like doing things like one step at a time, or doing things little by little, not like saying I'm going to have a lifestyle flip and like completely.
Yeah. Like no, because then you're not going to do it. If you're like, let me 180 my life, like probably toxic. Don't do that.
Yeah. And you'll always be disappointed.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're setting yourself up for failure.
That's
basically.
actually a really good point that you remind me of, is like I allow myself to like think about having a drink, and like I allow myself to be like, okay, if I have the urge to like drink and I'm like, oh, I want a shot right now, like I'll just think about it and like let it sit there, and then I'm like, I guess I really don't want a shot, because like I know tomorrow I'm gonna feel like shit. Like I think a lot of people get so scared and they're like, I can't drink, like, and I think you like suppressing your thoughts like that kind of make it worse.
Yeah, it's really interesting how your can't is not can't. It's like don't want to.
Yeah.
And I think that's a huge shift with people, even when it comes to eating, like when it comes to any like habits that you might have that you feel like are like unhealthy or toxic. It's like, why can't I versus why don't I want, like talking yourself through why you wouldn't want to do this, or like if I want this I can, but then let me think of the consequences, like let me think of how I'm gonna feel afterwards. Like
exactly.
Yeah, it's just an interesting like perspective. And I also feel that with when I was like going through my Adderall like abuse or whatever, and still to this day when I think about it, it's like I no longer think like I don't ever say to myself like you can't ever do that again, which is really weird because it's like a serious thing, but it's like I don't want to do that because I know how shitty I'm gonna feel after, and how it ruined my life.
Yeah, like the benefits of like for right now is not gonna like outweigh it. Like it's like maybe a quick serotonin rush of whatever you need, or like whatever you like feel like that urge coming on, but like in the end it really isn't worth it.
Yeah, it's like that 1 hour or whatever of like you feel great, and then the rest of the time like sucks.
I also used to like wake up with like the worst like fucking anxiety at like 1 a.m. to like 3 a.m.
Oh, alcohol gives you the worst insomnia.
Yeah, like I don't know what that was about. I thought it was strictly just me that was like so mentally ill.
No, alcohol like makes your body wake up. It like
your adrenaline.
It fucks up your sleep. Like it's I don't know what it is, but it fucks up your sleep. Like it can literally do that.
Yeah, and I think that was like also like a turning point, was like I had so much shit going on in my life, like with certain brands and followers, and I was like, I just feel like I wasn't the best version of myself. Like I could be such a better person without this, and that was like the moment I was like, all right, like enough. Like I have people that look up to me, especially younger people that are like finding their sexuality, coming out journey, and I'm over here like being a degenerate, like fucked up all the time. Like I'm like, I need to fucking chill.
Okay, I want to talk about now. We have to get into like, it's Pride Month, obviously.
It's Pride.
It's Pride. We're in New York for Pride. Like, it's the best place to be.
Yes.
So I want to get into, like, obviously your coming out journey, how old you were, and, like, what that looked like.
In high school, I'm sure everyone assumed I was gay. Like, I'm not saying I was some masculine macho man. Like, let's disclose that. But I did have a girlfriend. Sorry.
Period.
Sorry, girl.
Sorry to her.
But I actually went to University of Arizona for 2 weeks. And I was like, I'm going to be straight. And, like, I was looking for a brotherhood, I guess. The wrong type of brotherhood. But, like... I rushed to frat, was getting hazed. Can I say that on here?
Yeah.
Getting hazed. And they called me a faggot, do the dishes. And I was like, something clicked. I was like, wait, they're right. Like, I was like, wait, like, wait,
I am.
But But like, I did not connect the dots that I was gay until someone said it, and I was like,
Really?
yeah, like getting with guys clearly was not enough in my head, but like I was like, like it took that moment for me to be like, wait, he's right. Like, why am I fucking here?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then I started to feel like it started to feel like high school again, where I'm like trying to be someone I'm not.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so like I dropped it out there after 2 weeks, moved back to New York City. I went to community college for a year and like really just focused on myself. Like was hustling, like getting good grades, staying at home with my parents, and it was really hard to see like everyone out like freshman year like thriving, and I was home with my parents. But I wound up meeting my now boyfriend. And we dated for like a month, and I posted a picture on Instagram, and I was like, happy 1 month, I'm gay. And that was my coming out.
And that was it?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it was like me saying I'm sober because I came out on social media too.
Yeah, that's true. Huh? It's interesting.
Yeah.
But like, you said you were hooking up with guys before.
Yeah, I was like the sluttiest I ever was like in high school.
In high school.
Yeah.
Where were you finding these people? Like, how did you know?
Grindr. It was like,
you were on Grindr.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was like, they really got to put some age disclosures on there.
Seriously?
Because
oh my God, no.
I was wild in, but like happy that I had that app because I feel like it would have been hard to like experiment if I didn't.
Yeah.
But like looking back, I'm like, I was really young, doing way too much.
Doing way too much.
Yeah.
So then you met him. How'd you guys meet?
He slid in my DMs on Visco.
On Visco.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Really separated himself. And then yeah, I just kind of like we came out. I moved to New York City, and it was like kind of like sobriety. Like I just didn't think about it anymore. It was like a weight off my shoulders.
What did you say to your parents?
So I came out to my mom. I said, Mom, I told my mom, I don't know why I thought this was better. I told my mom that my boyfriend was a drug dealer. And that's who I was hanging out all the time with. And then so finally I said, Mom, it's actually my boyfriend. And she's like, obviously I know that. I'm glad it's not a fucking drug dealer. Like
your parents definitely, did they know?
Oh, they knew 100%.
They're waiting for you.
They were waiting for me to be like comfortable with it.
Yeah, of course.
So I told my mom, and I was like, okay, now you can tell Dad and Ryan, and I'm posting on Instagram tonight at 10 p.m. And so she like telephoned everyone in the family that I'm gay and that I'm posting on Instagram.
No. You're like 10 p.m. EST.
No, like literally.
Sign up.
Literally.
Post notifications on.
Always bringing the drama. Like.
No, I love that though.
Yeah.
And I assume people were nice about it and were.
Actually, my best friend from high school never spoke to me again after. So like, I think there is still like, as much as we live in New York City and we see like radical acceptance here, it's very different other places.
Yeah. Like literally you did you tell them before you posted?
I just posted.
And they literally just ghost.
And it was like ghost, unfollowed, like, and it happened to a lot of people, like from my high school specifically. And I think like maybe they didn't see it coming. I don't know what they thought, but like it's weird. It's like I surround myself now, and it's like a privilege with people that accept me.
Yeah,
but most people don't have that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
you know,
because we live in like such a accepting place. But my dad always reminds me this. He's like, that's not what America looks like, sadly.
Correct. Yeah.
Like the majority of our country is like kind of back ass and fucked up.
Literally, like even on Long Island, like painted nails in New York City, like there's straight men that paint their nails now.
100%.
Like
literally.
Like obviously these are pride nails, but like when I walk around on Long Island with these, like the moms are shook.
Really?
Like first of all, it's like me coming out to them. Like right away, they're like, "Oh my God, obsessed." And then it's like they're just so taken back that like
that's weird.
Yeah. So it's very like it depends on where you live, your like socioeconomic status for like people coming out, and it's very weird and just unfortunate right now the way like things are.
Yeah. And also I think our parents' generation and our grandparents' generation, they just have a hard time like wrapping their head around it. Like for us, like we were brought up in acceptance, and like for people that are like younger, like my cousin is trans, and like she just grew up like she's proud of who she is, and like out, and her friends everyone was great with it, but it's like their generation just knows immediately to accept.
Yes.
Whereas you get the older generations, like even my parents still will say things like, "Oh, that like gay guy," or like things that you're like, nobody talks like that. Like,
and, like I've seen you do this before with like your mom with eating disorders.
Yeah.
You really try to change your mom's language.
Yes.
And I think maybe people necessarily don't always have bad intent, but like they say things that are like kind of fucked.
Right. Well, that's the thing. It's like, and my parents are literally like the best people ever, and my grandparents, whatever. But that's the thing. I just think it takes me and my sister or whoever it is, my cousin constantly correcting my grandparents for saying like fucked up. You know, like it's they don't mean to be fucked up. It's like the best intentions, but
it's like I'm sure like when we're 50 years from now, we're gonna be saying
things that
aren't correct. You know, like
Yeah.
but if they hold space to like allow us to educate them,
yeah.
then like that's what I ask for.
Exactly. And that is the most important thing. Like people just trying to understand. Like even people our age, like just trying to understand what your friend is going through or yeah.
Again, so hard to ask of people, but like
I know.
I feel like that's like all my friends now and the people I surround myself with are all like that. Like
Yeah.
you know, like I don't have any time for people that like, aren't tolerant of everyone else.
What do you think about the amount of people in New York? And I'm not trying to say this to like be a dickhead or anything. I'm just there's kind of a thing that like like I'm not trying to be a dick, but I've seen a lot of guys that are either like exploring their sexuality or I don't know, closeted, but they're like straight, like presenting. Like I see it a lot.
There's a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like I do think this is like kind of a weird thing that hasn't been spoken about is like these like DL guys. And like they like are gay but aren't gay and they're finding themselves out. And like power to them, like you can do that. But I think where it gets tricky, if I'll advise the gay guys on this, I can't advise the DL guys.
Yeah.
But I would say stay the fuck away. If you're a gay
Yeah.
guy, like, and someone's really still figuring out their sexuality, like, don't pursue them. Like, don't start a relationship because you're only gonna get hurt in the end.
Yeah.
Like, nothing positive will come from that relationship. Unless obviously they're telling you that something different is gonna be like happen. But like,
Right.
I think it sets yourself up for failure if like again no longer serves you. Like dating a straight guy will not serve you. I promise that.
I feel like people always think they're gonna be the one because like I think this in my relationships with like
Yeah.
oh like he's a player like I'll be the one to change
Yeah.
them. I think people have like
That's, like,
similar mindset like
that is the same exact mindset.
yeah like I'll be the one to it's different this
he's changed.
yeah like he's different with me like he's gonna tell everyone like
he is not changed.
yeah and
like,
it's like even I feel like just the mental toll that person is going through because of their like they're not sure yet like they're not sure if they're coming out or what like that's a toll that then you have to take on.
Yeah, also like that person is probably not in the headspace to even date or treat you correctly.
Yeah.
Like that person, like I'm such a believer right now of like you attract what you are. And like if you're attracting someone like that and you're putting that energy out into the universe, like you're putting bad vibes out there. Like
yeah, it is true.
Like unless you're fine with someone like using you as an experiment, like power to you. Personally, that is not my journey. Like
yeah,
that is a lot.
I know. It's hard to even like wrap your head around how someone's supposed to transform themselves while catering to another person.
Yeah, you can't. Like I'm like as full as a person I am now, like it's still hard for me to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
And you know, bring my best foot forward in a relationship and do the right things. Let alone if I was like struggling with something like that, my sexuality, that's hard, you know? So yeah, I feel like DL guys, pop off, experiment, find out who you are. But gay guys, run away.
For the hill.
So I think we're in a place now where like, or this is where I would like the world to go. Is like we don't have these labels. Like we spoke about sobriety, like gay, straight, bi. Like why are we like labeling these things sexually? Because even like the bisexual people that I speak to are like, I mean, it depends. Like it's situational, you know. Like there's no like format for sexuality.
Yeah. And even I was on a date like a few weeks ago and the person said like have you ever like experimented with girls or like whatever, and I was like no, but I think like sexuality is a spectrum and like I think that like everyone has a level of like everyone falls somewhere on the spectrum. So I agree, like I don't think there is like a perfectly straight person or a perfectly gay person. I think like we like can find people. There's different levels to it a lot of the time. Like I don't know. I just always like for even when I'm talking to my dad or when I'm talking to other like straight men, I think it's a healthier perspective to have because it makes them have less toxic masculinity when you realize that like it's a spectrum and you don't need to be the perfect straight guy and like have all these like you can have qualities that are more feminine or whatever, you know.
Also like if you really want to find out like if a guy you're dating is a good guy, bring around your gay friends, see how he treats them.
Totally.
And if there's a red flag to be seen, you'll see because he's going to either make a very snarky comment about a guy being feminine or like gay men in general. And I think that's a great way to find out the character of the guy you're seeing.
That's so.
If you're worried he's too frat, bro.
Yeah, because there's a lot of these fratty guys
Yeah.
that are. But from my perspective, because I obviously have a lot of gay friends, so I'll like bring guys around, and they've all been like become like BFFs with them.
Yeah.
So that's like a
It's a good thing.
green flag.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely a good tip for something to look for, because some of these guys are fucking.
Seeing is homophobic, dump him for Pride Month.
Yeah, literally. That's the gift.
That's
the gift
the
that keeps
takeaway.
on giving. Okay, wait. We have to collab on something.
I would love
because
that.
The real. I do like the real with Carly
Yeah.
Weinstein events.
Yes.
And I do like different ones. So I'm planning like an anxiety one. We should plan like a sober one.
That sounds incredible.
Okay. We're gonna have like a panel. You'll speak on it.
Amazing.
Okay.
Count me in.
You just
Count me
gave me the
in.
idea. Okay. That's
Absolutely.
Great. Sorry, I just completely threw
No,
off your.
no. That is like that's honestly where I was heading, and like having things like that, I think is so special,
Yeah.
and like even just like meeting followers in general. Like,
Yeah.
it's so rare that like I get to hang out with my followers. Usually it's like a hi and bye, and like that's it. But
I
like
know.
I would love to connect and like more than a hi and bye photo moment. You
Yeah.
know, like it's great to chat and kiki, and I think that is really just like what I'm looking forward to this year.
Yeah, like actually having real conversations with people.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's like the biggest game changer for me. Like being able to like do the in-person
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Like it's rewarding in a different way.
Yes, and like even like the like because the content that I'm making is so different now. Like I used
Mm-hmm.
to like give like really toxic relationship advice and like chug wine on the internet, which was fun.
Which was an
It
era, honestly.
fucking fun.
Like slay for that era.
Don't regret it at all.
Yeah.
Like totally was in my bag era. Like
Yeah.
fucking amazing. Like I was on the cruise and like there's a trend where you like shove like a fry down your friend's throat.
Oh, with Ryan?
Yeah.
I saw that. I was dying.
And I like deep throated it. And my manager texted me and was like, "Are you okay? Are you drinking again?"
No.
And I'm like, I swear I'm sober still. Like I'm naturally fucking like unhinged in the head. I think
Yeah,
alcohol
same.
just like honestly allowed me to like do some crazier things.
Yeah, reach new heights.
Yeah, reach new heights for sure. So like I'm crazy on my platforms, and like honestly like it's probably for the better that I'm not sharing as crazy stuff. Like I watched a video the other day that I used to do with my mom, and like I told someone to go fuck their best friend on the internet. Like they were like asking for relationship advice, and like I seriously gave that to them.
No, I like remember these videos with
Yeah.
your mom, and they were like sarcastic. They were so funny.
Yeah, they're sarcastic,
Yeah.
but like people definitely did it.
I hope they. I
Like,
really
people
hope they
did.
didn't.
Like I don't know, like the power of social media is crazy.
It really is. Yeah, I guess I would be surprised, like the people that actually like
Yeah.
follow the thing. I mean, God, people were out there doing the Tide Pod challenge, so
That's what I
who
mean.
fucking
Like,
knows?
like be careful with your platforms.
yeah,
like,
yeah, crazy.
It's crazy.
What do you think? Okay, I have one last question, and then we have
Okay.
to wrap soon. But it just reminded me of this, like with people and their platforms, like talking about drinking and like those behaviors. What do you think about it? Like, what do you think about this like next generation of people kind of like consuming that content? Like,
I think it's okay. I mean, like I'm not gonna be like sit on here and like condemn it. Like
no, yeah,
you know,
I'm
like
just curious.
I think it's good. Like I think it's everyone's living their life for the first
Yeah.
time. Like
Yeah.
go have fun. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like if that's what you're into, fucking do it.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you're not hurting anyone else. If you could function blackout every
Yeah.
night,
Go
still be a
off.
good person, like
Yeah.
fucking jealous. Like personally, if I drink, I'm a menace. Like
Yeah, you have to know
Yeah.
yourself. I just think there are a lot of little snarks on the internet that immediately will see an influencer like drinking and be like, oh my God, like they're crazy. Like they have a
Yeah.
problem. Like you're a horrible influence.
Yeah.
So that's why it's interesting to get the perspective of someone that's been sober.
yeah, oh my god, no. You're allowed to have a drink. Not every drink has to be a fucking mocktail.
Literally.
But like I think the problem is when you're being a bad person. Like there's worse things, you know, in life and to spread on the internet.
Yeah, it's
You know?
so true. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
coming on.
This was like a kiki. I feel like I just like FaceTimed Carly.
Yeah. Okay, good. I hope you felt that way because that's like what it is. Like
Literally.
we're real here.
She also like covered literally everything. Like
Did I? I hope I did.
like literally I was like, wow, like you were prepped, baby. Like
no, see that's the thing with me. Like I prep but I don't prep.
Okay.
I just like know what I want. Like I
it
don't
was
know.
good.
Okay, good.
10 out of 10.
Thank you. Tell everyone where they can find you, where they can stalk, where they can keep up.
My handle's my name at Kenneth Pabon. I'm not spelling it. Just look for me.
Look it up, bitch.
Look it up. Yeah, on everything. And I'm usually just ranting about being sober rants, and chopping fruit.
And chopping fruit. Oh my God, the roses thing you did was really iconic.
Oh man, yeah.
Why did that got so many views? right?
Yeah, I posted a video of me covering these roses in glitter, and it got like 20 something million
I was
views.
like, wait, suddenly you are the DIY.
No,
queen.
like I don't know what happened when I got sober, but like these niche
Little
hobbies
hobbies.
and free time are really
I'm kind of obsessed.
they're good for work.
Yeah, it worked out. Like, slay. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at Real with CW and TikTok at Real with Carly Weinstein. And we love you, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye,
Bye guys.
What a wonderful world.